Hi everyone, my name's Anita, I'm the Violet Stitcher and this is Floss Tube number 10. 10! We've got to 10! Yay, double digits! I've noticed there's been a huge uptick in subscribers recently and I've suddenly shot beyond 500, which is quite amazing. So thank you very much for that, and so there will be a giveaway at the end, or maybe in the middle, wherever I decide later on. So what have I been up to? I went to Fantasy Forest, which was excellent. More about that later. And I've been swimming. We are getting a new kitten next week. We get to go and pick her up. That is my biggest news recently. So after Gusto died, and he was the friendliest, cuddliest rat, I really just felt that there's just something missing in my life if I can't have a cuddle with a small, cute, furry thing. So, I was looking around. Unfortunately, my husband is very allergic to cats. I previously had a cat before I had the husband. Max she was quite small, but she had a ton of fur. Like, she was the furriest thing you've ever seen. She used to leave her fur everywhere. So obviously, husband had to tolerate cat because cat was definitely staying. And afterwards, he goes, "Can we not get a furry cat next time, please?" So I did some research, and apparently Devon Rexes are the most hypoallergenic. Female Devon Rexes are the most hypoallergenic cats. I know it's not a sure thing, but I'm doing my best. So yes, so unfortunately it's from a breeder. I feel a bit bad about that because all my other cats and the rats have been adoptions. So I'll probably be giving some money to a rescue charity as well, just to soothe my feelings of guilt about that whole thing. But anyway, regardless of that, we're very much looking forward to having a new kitten in our lives. Turns out Devon Rexes have the most ridiculously pointed ears. Because we're a bit geeky, we're going to call her Savick after the half Vulcan, half Romulan in Star Trek. And it turns out that Savick in Romulan means little cat. So that's just perfect, isn't it? Perfect. Okay, enough of the puns. Right, so cross stitching. So yes, I went to Fantasy Forest and saw Anne Stokes, which was my main reason for going there. And I took this cross stitch. Oh, can you see that? That's a bit glary, isn't it? Cross stitch magazine, The World of Cross Stitching. I can't remember what month this is. This was July 2021. So I've had it for quite a while. And so that's at the dragon on the front. That is the one designed by Anne Stokes. So I took it to her, the pattern, and I won't show you the pattern, but I said, could you possibly sign it so that I can cross stitch your signature? Because I saw that someone had done the same thing. So that's a good idea. I'm stealing that one. So there we go. I have her signature. And so I might start this for my birthday in November, I think. It's going to be a lot of green. But it is a very lovely dragon. So yeah, so that is what I did at Fantasy Forest. This is a picture. Also, I showed her my dragon fans cross stitch. This is a picture that Matt took of me showing her, just about to show her my dragon clans cross stitch. She's either a very good actress or she's a lovely person. I think she's a lovely person. I've met her before. She seemed very excited to see my cross stitch. And it was very nice. And I got my picture taken with her next to the big dragon, and it was lovely. Also, I got to see. It's gone straight out of my head now. Professor Elemental. He was on stage. He's like a hip hop rapper, but British. It's a bit. I'm not sure how to describe it, but he raps about cups of tea and things like that. If you haven't heard him, have a listen. I find him hilarious. Anyway, he had a whole set. So that was just the icing on the cake. It was very nice. It was a stupidly hot day. I think next time we might go and camp because there's quite a lot to see, and it's the kind of place you want to go and wander around the stores for a bit, and then maybe go back and just have a picnic in the park, and then have another wander around. So we didn't quite have long enough. And also, I didn't manage to see David from Mad Morty was allegedly there, and I wandered around and couldn't see him. But then there were so many people, so many stalls, and it was so hot that possibly I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have done. Anyway, it was a great day, and I think I will be going again next year. But unfortunately this year it was the same weekend as the Chatelaine retreat, and I want to go to both. So hopefully they won't clash next year. We will see. Anyway, on to Dragonclans. So this is what it will look like when it's finished, and in all its glory. And this is where I was last time. Oh, that doesn't show up very well anymore because I'm coming further out. Anyway, so this is where I am now. Just hold it up here so you can I get both in? No, I can't, not really. Well, there we go. So yeah, so you can see I've done a bit more in this corner here. Just hold that bit up. Yeah. So I'm coming up to the edge of the underneath of her wing here. There is as you can see, there's a dragon. Sorry, I'll look at the floss. Just move that out of the way. You can see there's a tiny dragon here in the distance hiding, and then we're moving up to the big wing of the main dragon, and there's I think it's part of her leg here. Yeah, comes down to meet this. So I'm moving along in this direction now, and so we'll get some more of her top of her head and finish that off. So that'll be good. There's a ton of confetti. This corner here, where is it? Yeah, this bit here is so confetti heavy, like ridiculous. I swear I've used, I say this every time I'm sure, but I swear I've used every single colour in this section here, apart from the blues. Bonkers. But anyway, it's looking great. And I'm at 30% now, so quite happy with that. It's doing well. Yes. Right, let's fold that up. Now onto my bed sheet of a project. Ooh, it's getting quite stiff now. Now I've got all the stitching in it. Yes, so my bed sheet of a project is from, oh, I didn't say, that was Paine Free Crafts, obviously by Anne Stokes, Dragonclans. 25 count, easy guide, 1/1. This one is also Paine Free Crafts, and it is their Wind in the Willows stitch along for this year, which I am not keeping up with in the slightest. So here is, we've seen Toad before. That is, oh, who is that? Is it Ratty? Is it Mole? I think it's Mole. Yeah. So he only got his feet done that month, unfortunately. So a bit further down, that's the side of Rabbit's head, ear. A bit more down. Where did I? So this is where I did last time. That was, what month are we in? We're in August. Blimey. So this was July. This was Badger. As you can see, I only got. It's really awkward holding this up. I only got as far as his feet again. And then August this month is this side of the project, which of course I haven't done any of the framework in, so I had to do that first. And this is the other side of Rabbit's window, which is probably small grass. Oh, I can show you a picture. Whoops, I forgot. This is what it will look like. This is as far as we've got. So you can see I'm stitching on the right hand side, this bit here. I'll carry on up, but I'm not likely to finish this month before I start on to the next one, which I presume the next one will be one of those hexagons, probably the top hexagon with another character. I presume it's going to be Ratty, isn't it? Oh, something fell down outside. It has to be Ratty. I hope so. Anyway, so yes, so this is huge, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with it if I ever finish. Maybe a quilt, or a wall hanging, because it's enormous. Yeah. So anyway, I'm doing that 25 count 2 over 1 in most places. I should have done a 28 count next time. I learnt my lesson. Anyway, I'm mostly enjoying that. It's a little frustrating that it's quite so large and will take me forever. I don't think I'll do a mystery stitch along again. I think I'm too picky for that. I think I need to wait, try not to get into the FOMO and wait until the end, and then I can buy it at the end if I like it. That's what I should have done. Never mind. Next one. What do we have next? So, oh yeah, here we go. So this is one I started. I think I started last time. It's Modern Folk Embroidery. Isabel's Heart. Let me show you a picture of. Oh yeah, that makes that easier, doesn't it? Show you a picture of what it. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, I paused. Is that going to come back? There we go. This is what Isabel's Heart will look like when it's finished. Oh, Matt, you're not supposed to be looking at this. Whoops, sorry. This is where I had got to last time, and this is where I'm at now. So I'm using 3 different variegated colours, not at all called for. These are my crafty kitten Floss that I bought some years ago. As you can see, I've started the border. I'm actually really loving this. I thought I wouldn't, but I'm actually really enjoying it, which has made me look at more modern folk embroidery patterns, thinking that maybe I'll enjoy all of those as well. So I think this is the start of my addiction. So yeah, so this is for, want to finish this for, it's October? I should know this. For October, because that's when we've been married for 1,000 days. So I have to stitch 1,000 in there somewhere as well. While Matt is not supposed to be looking, let's do the other one. Oh, if I can find it. So I've got a huge stack here. Here we go. Right, let's move that one. Star Wars. So this is what it will look like when it's finished, and I'm getting there. I've had a few stitching challenges, that's the right word, isn't it? That have called for that this has met, so it has moved on a bit. This is where I was last time, I think, and this is where I am now. So Stormtrooper is done, Darth Vader has begun. So let's move that up a bit. So that's looking quite good. And I've got a trip, that's for Matt's birthday, just before Christmas. I've got a trip to Brighton next month to see my nibblings, so I will probably take that with me. It's a good train journey stitch. That's that one. Let's take that off. Oh, I've paused again. Right. What do we do next? So next one is one I didn't show you last time in my almost a whip parade. Sorry, I've got itchy nose. This is Dalek, and he will look like that. Just make sure I get him right around. Yes, here we go. And this is where I've got so far. And this is where it was last time. So I have followed your advice, and I've been stitching the white first before I move into too much of the other colour, so it gets muddled, and mostly that's been working, apart from the point where I decided to eat a brownie and stitch white at the same time. What was I thinking? What a fool. Anyway, don't do that again. So this you can, oh no, wrong side. So this you can see is the plunger part of the dalek coming out, and the whisk you can see is here, is starting here. So, but I'm going to move down first, just because I started in the middle as usual, and so I always feel like I move down first. So that's coming on pretty well. What was that? Pretty well. Yeah, paint splosh dalek. Oh, and I've forgotten the name of the artist again. I will put it down below. This is from Thread Geeks, which is, I do like that shop a lot. And I try not to look too much because there's a lot of things that I want. Oops. So yeah, I'm enjoying that one. It's 25 count, 1/1. Put that away. I'm running out of space. I'll just put that down now. And the next one, let's put that picture away. So the next one is the fox. You all know what the fox looks like. There it is. Let me show you where I was at last time. Here we go. And this is where I am now. So I've been using this for my hashtag StitchF1 with Kerry from Kerry and Stitches, because it has a lot of orange and black and white and grey, which covers Lando and Hamilton. Although I feel I should start cheering on Russell as well. So many British drivers. So yeah, so I have done a bit more of the house and a lot more of the tail. You can see. And so I'm pretty much finished now. I have about 1,400 stitches or so. I'm doing a stitch challenge at the moment that is called something dominoes, where you stitch an increasing amount of stitches on all of your whips and you make up a link that links them up. So I've got to Violet at the moment, when that is 400 stitches, then it'll be 500 stitches on Mediterranean Mermaid, and I think we get to about 1,000 stitches by the time this is in my list, so it will soon be finished, which is quite exciting. And then I will move on to the swans, which will be on the same piece of fabric. Oh, this is Opalescent 25 count Cirrus by Chromatic Alchemy. It's a little bit brighter blue than the called for, which means that some of my snowflakes are getting a bit lost. But it doesn't matter. I prefer a brighter blue winter than a dreary grey one. It makes me a bit more cheerful about the whole thing. So yeah, quite happy about him. He's doing well. Next one we will look at is, sorry about the crinkling, is, did I do the galaxy? Oh, I did not. Okay. Oh well, I'll show you anyway. Anyway, I don't have a picture of where I was last in this. Sorry about that. But I can tell you, I haven't done very much. But I have done some. So this is, I have finished April. That is what I've achieved since you saw this last. And I have begun May. So that is here. Just here? Yes, there we go. That's where it starts. That's May. It started off cold, getting warmer, but not as warm as it's going to be later. So I'm still not used to this not mirror image of myself. So yeah, Temperature Galaxy by Climbing Goat. I think so, yes. Temperature Galaxy by Climbing Goat. And yes, I'm rather far behind. But I do like the colours. It's going to look lovely. And I will finish putting all the beads in at some point eventually. But yeah. Next one is Violet by Mirabilia, by Nora Corbett. Oh, I don't have a picture, do I? Because the picture is in here. And do I have a previous... I don't have a previous one. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, slacking. Anyway, this is what she'll look like when she's finished. Go. All purple and lovely, but with no face in a slightly creepy way. So I have made some changes, of course. This is on a lovely piece of opalescent, purpley bluey fabric. I think that's coming out. Yeah, it's a bit lighter than it actually is. This is by Chromatic Alchemy. So I have changed the skin colour, as you can see. I'm stitching that 1/1 and there isn't too much of it, so that's okay. I've also changed, there's white here in the wings. I thought that was a bit too stark. I'll just move these flosses out of the way a bit. Oh no, I'm making that worse. So I've changed it to tin instead, the 01, the new floss. And I think that looks better. It's a bit more, it fades a bit better into the green tints of the wing. I'm liking this. So I put another 400 stitches into this since you last saw it. That gap in her tummy is going to be all beads. So yeah, she's coming along. Hopefully next time she'll have another wing, or I might start on her, do her head soon, otherwise she's going to look. Also, I'm going to, you see in her, which side is it? This side, her hand, I feel that is quite severe. I mean, I kind of, some days I look at it and go, oh yeah, I get why it's quite so straight there. And that makes sense. But other days I look at it and go, no, that doesn't make any sense, and it needs to be smoothed off a bit. So I think I'm going to smooth it, and also here at the bottom of her arm as well. It's supposed to disappear into a dress. I'm going to smooth that out a bit as well. The other side is fine. It looks okay. So I'm going to smooth that out before it bothers me too much. Yeah, so that's coming along. Next one is that my new start? Did have to, no finishes this time, but I did do a new start. Yes, it is. Right. So my cousin is about to have her first child in November. So I thought, well, I've never done a birth sampler thing before. So I chose Emma Condon's Welcome to the World. I'll just show you that. And that is what it will look like when it's finished. And I've made a measly start. I won't even bother taking out the hoop because that's what I haven't done. I have done yeah. So I've got till November to get a move on with that. It is stitching up fairly fast, so that's good. Once I got going and worked out where I was, it'll be all fine. I'm using all the called for colours. Am I changing? No, that is it. I'm using all the called for colours. And hopefully it'll be fine and she'll love it. I've no idea what the name is, so even if I'm a little bit late, I'll have to wait to find out what the name of the kid is. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be cute and lovely. And next one is Modern Folk Embroidery again. Move Forward in Love that I started in whenever it came out, June. Let's take the hoop out. Oops, sorry, excuse me. This is what it looks like. Let me show you where I was last time. Yeah. So I have done a bit more of the border, I've done a bit more of the fill-in in the middle. There's a lot of leaves and stuff, a lot of green leaves that need filling in around the edges. And I'm more than 50% done now. This is quite good during when I'm playing D&D, just to, I don't need to pay attention, I can just fill in the middle. Although I've almost finished all of that, so I have to find another project to do. Also, I think you can tell what all the words are saying, apart from in the yellow. I can't read that very well at all. It's looking possibly a bit better on camera, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to fill that in black, just so you can read it, otherwise it'll just annoy me. So yeah, that's how that one's coming along. And the last one I have for you is my Chatelaine. And I don't have a previous picture, I'm afraid, because I forgot to take one. Because, we'll just remove this. Because the 100 days of Chatelaine have finished, and so I was taking pictures for that, and I forgot. Didn't take them. But as you can see, let me just remove the hoop. I am, oh right, that way around, yep. I'm halfway round on the blue border around the edge, and soon that'll be done. I'm already prepping my next Chatelaine Octopus Cave. It's taken me a while to find all the Glorianas. I think I won't be able to. I'm going to have to substitute, which is fine. I think half the fun is hunting around, searching for all the threads and things. So that's coming along. Can you see it sparkling? No, not very well. A little bit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting in the beads and hunting those down as well. I'm not sure I've got enough. We will see. And that is it. So, right, giveaway. I left it till the end again. So my first giveaway is Berry Collector, because I finished her. So I will give her away to someone else to stitch. She is obviously used, and because she was my second, one of my first Nora Corbett's, I work straight off the actual pattern rather than taking a photocopy, or now I take a picture and work off that. So it is a little worn, let's say, on the creases, but you can still read all the symbols, so it shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, don't expect a pristine copy. So if you would like to win this, obviously all the normal things go. Don't say giveaway, you have to be over 18, I'll ship everywhere, you have to be prepared to give me your address. Please respond when I say that you have won. And this one is Berry, Berry. Just use the word Berry, and I will use YouTube's random comment picker next time, which will be in 3 weeks. So I think that's, where are we? What date is it? It's the 7th, so to be around the end of August or into beginning of September, something like that. Yeah. So that one is yours if you wish. And because the last person did not respond to the comment that I put on them that they had won, I'm offering butterflies again. So if you would like this, please say butterflies, the plural, in your comment. Sorry about the drilling, that's my husband outside doing some drilling. Hopefully you can't hear that too much. Anyway, add butterflies to your comment, and I thought I'd add this one as well. This one I got from eBay sometime, and I don't think I'm ever going to stitch it. And this is Giggles in the Snow, I think it's called. What is it actually called? Yes, Giggles in the Snow. I was going to stitch this when my niece and nephew were young, but they're older now and I'm never going to get around to it. So it is yours, and for this one you can say snow. So this has obviously been opened, but I think there is a small blue mark for the centre. Otherwise, it looks fine. Shouldn't be an issue stitching from it. So say snow on this one. It's got a few. It's all DMC with a few beads, by the looks of it. And there are some blends. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you would like those. Please enter. Please subscribe. Please be a subscriber. Please like my video. And I think that's it. Yeah, don't use any of those words that entice other people who don't like stitching, the weirdos. I think that is it. Oh, one last thing. I've been watching Autumn Lane Stitchery's new stitch along has started being released, or is going to be released in September. The Dark Queen of the Forest. But of course I'm way behind and haven't even started Dark Queen of the Sea. And as I said before, I'm not going to start a mystery stitch along until I've been to the end. But I have bought it because I reckon I do want to stitch it, but I want to wait until the end because I know that they'll give lots of variations and stuff. But I thought, well, I can start Dark Queen of the Sea while I'm waiting for that. So I bought some lovely fabric. Oh, look at that. It is linen, which I haven't bought for a while, 28 count, because Dark Queen of the Sea has blends in it. So I'm going to be doing 2/1. No, 2/2. There we go. That's what I meant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting that. Who knows when? I haven't got my bits together yet. So that's it. Oh, one other thing that I forgot to say. So to add to the menagerie that is becoming my household, so we're going to have 2 rats, cat. I don't know how that's going to work. Hopefully it'll be okay. I may need to move the rats upstairs into the spare room to keep them away from the cat. I'll just see how it goes. We're also, my stepdaughter has to go away for work for 2 months, so she's going to be giving us her bearded dragon to look after. And I was like, yeah, sure, but how do I look after a bearded dragon? So apparently it eats fruit. It comes in a tank, and it eats live bugs as well. So I drew the line at live cockroaches. That's really, I can't cope with that. The live crickets probably can cope with it. Apparently Pets at Home sell that, which surprised me. You learn something new. So that'll be interesting as to how my household will be full next time I speak to you. I'll probably have a kitten wandering over. I might be able to show you the bearded dragon. I don't know whether he'll like being picked up or not. No idea. We're going to have to get used to each other. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. That's the word for it. And hopefully not stressful. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble on as I do. I hope you've seen something you liked. So yeah, I thank you very much. Oh, there is something I forgot to say. That's right. So Bobo Jessie Stitches, who I will put down below, was lovely and gave me a shout out. So I'd like to say thank you very much for that. I'm sure that has helped with the uptick in subscribers. So please go over to her and watch her channel if you don't know about her already. I will put her in the details below. And so that is everything. Thank you very much for staying till the end, and I hope you're all doing well and finding some time to stitch. Take care, everyone. Bye.